Hi everyone, I'm presenting my new project Lamborghini Urus by Alpha Model in 1:24 scale. So let's have a look at the box general content and then go over them with a bit more detail further on the video. Most of you probably looking forward to, and that is the body itself, as most of it molded in one piece apart from the an additional detail parts that don't need to be painted in a body color. Skirt, the rear bumper portion will be painted in a different color. Panel lines go nice but need to be a little deeper and a little wider, so this will not be disappear after paint and clear. I wanted to go for bright yellow or maybe nice bright orange with some black or green accents. Please put down in the comments that color you prefer to see. Moving on up from the main body, and that is the interior. Main interior floor pan is one big piece, luckily rear molded separately. These are supposed to be the same color as the carpet. The rest just to build up on the top of this one. Chassis, now the chassis itself, usually with this racing kit, that is the biggest letdown at all. That's no detail, it's just a flat plain piece, I guess, just to make it a lot cheaper on production cost and not to have a lot of parts or details. Anyway, it will be invisible at the bottom of the model. Now it's a back number one. The seats are super sharp detailed. The rear seats are a little smaller, and all the details nice and crisp, clean and sharp with super deep panel lines. The rear is nice and smooth for some carbon fiber decal to go on top of it. Disc brakes, just the plain parts, looking very simple, but adding these calipers and some photo edge pieces later on will make a huge difference. The steering wheel super detailed, nice and crisp. Headlights, a lot of details in those. Rear view mirrors, super sharp casting, nice and crisp lines on all of those panel lines. and the second one just broke off, but nothing serious, just in the right place. Front calipers also super sharp, cast in nice and super crisp details. Steering wheel column, just a plain part, but nothing else was expected. Rear lights, a lot of details and super crisp, and the headlights. Exhaust system all in one piece this time, but will be easy to mask, highlight, and do some weathering to make it look awesome. It's back number 2. The door panels, just like all the other parts, super sharp, detailed panel lining, everything nice and deep, and they don't need to be any touching out. From the interior we are going over to an exterior. The front and rear splitter bumper parts are molded separate, as I believe this can be just have painted in the black, as they are black plastic or carbon fiber. This again nice and crisp part, a lot of these details in here, super sharp casting as well, with these thin edges right here, and no separation lines, but just a clean fitted part. Same for the rear, incredibly detailed and sharp casting again. Yes, this is just to be adjusted a little bit to fit properly. And just like a dashboard at center. Console is also incredibly well done, comes with 2 parts, one for the front and second one in between 2 rear seats. Again, sharp details around all of the panel lines and all of the important main features on the part itself. There are some parts missing here, but those are cast separately to make easier to paint them in different colors again, and have that super sharp transition between the different materials. The dashboard, it has to be the nice vents, all of the more buttons, more vents, super crisp details around all of the panel lines, which make it easier if you want to paint in multiple colors. Add some carbon fiber or maybe even some of other details. And that's a real spoiler, looks very nice, will be carbon fiber over it. Suspension system, just standard Alpha model plain parts. Disc brakes and caliper just goes on top of these. Door handles, casted as separate pieces, which make real easy to paint in different color. I won't be on my way when I be polishing that model. Rear calipers also very nicely detailed, just 2 pieces. Interior door handles looks like coming as a separate pieces, will be easy to apply silver color or maybe even carbon fiber, then glue on. The second front buckles nicely done as well. Front bumper split. This looks like some exhaust system parts, and I'm not really sure right now what it is for sure. Interior door handles looks like that part broke off, but seems I have the other pieces, should be no problem to glue them together. Very nice, as it comes in a separate piece, so I can apply the other color. Rear view mirror. And other small parts, not sure what are those yet, but I will see the other part also. Snap off. Wheels and tires extremely well detailed, however no tire writing on the sidewall. Also the tread or the tread pattern is really nice. On the back it does not have any details at all, and a little bit almost sprue attachment, like there are, but with tiny bit of sanding, maybe even some cutting them right there, that should be easily be fixed. But the main part that is visible, like the tread, is also the side wall. This is incredibly nicely done. Photo each metal parts, whole bunch of photo each sheets and other additional details, detail pieces. Some seat belt material which I never use. I prefer to use silk stripes material. These are for headlights or interior, or the interior, some meshes and grills, disc brakes, window wipers, even mats and metal window trim for details around the headlights, tail, shifters, pedals and license plates. Also included metal plate with brand, what car it is, to store a model in display box, and this is really nice detail for people that do store them in display boxes and have a nice custom plate there as well. I should be looking for a laser cut printer to start engraving my name. Nice metal transfers for mirrors and Lamborghini logos, beautiful Lamborghini emblems, one for hood and for wheels. For the clear parts, it's a combination of some clear plastic sheet painted on with all the black edging already to make it easier to work with. Other parts, some of the indicators and reflectors all around, and some head and tail lights pieces too, and of course the main ones for the font. It's not really crisp all around. This one is nice, but have some imperfections to be seen. Not many decals, but whatever included, very nice and crisp with a lot of details, most likely all for the interior, carbon fiber, dashboard emblems, probably for seats, and 2 license plates. I will add some custom carbon fiber for exterior later on.